Welcome to Pepper Zeka. My name's Andre, and welcome to all you absolutely stunningly fabulous, fantastic, wonderful people out there. Good to see you on such a chilly, freezing, cold Sunday night. I unfortunately believe you have reason to differ, but yeah, we have the heater on at least. And I'm even more cold because I just 2 hours ago I had my hair cut, so that's why I look like Baldy Locks gone wrong all of a sudden. But yeah, I'm also needing my ring light. Ina said to me this evening, she said, "You really need a light from the front because you look like this dark character, and Fear the Walking Dead." So I do apologize if I'm those dark rings under my eyes. You can't see them yet. Yeah. Wait until we get a light up there. Let's take a look, Xenia. Buzzy, how's it going? I am so pleased that you're able to join at least because I believe you guys are going through a thunderous amount of load shedding, which is absolutely blasted ridiculous. I mean, aren't we supposed to be going for votes now all of a sudden? Or is that only later that it comes? Fiona White Zulu, thank you so much for joining as well. I see you said you were extremely cold, tucked under your duvet with the central heating. Well, that is phenomenal. I have my central heating going as well. So, yeah, I never thought I'd say that because usually I'm talking to you from Cambodia and the sweat's dripping down me and I've got an aircon blowing full, etc., etc. So, hey. And then, of course, when is the new book coming out? Or there is a new book, a new chapter on your new book. Don't forget, guys, to go and tune into Fiona White Zulu. She has what's it, White Mist, I think, is your new book that's being read. Really, really great. And Wifey has beat me to it as well. Again, I hope that the mic is not causing me any problems currently. I did try and check it a couple of times before starting now as well. So, yeah, there we go. New chapter of the book. As I get there, new chapter of the book, Zulu Mists, the sequel to White Zulu. Sorry, I got it wrong. White Mists. Zulu Mists, the sequel to White Zulu. And the third one's going to be White Mists. Am I right? No, I'm kidding. But anyway, that one has just been uploaded. Chapter 6. I am so far behind. I'm sorry, but I'm being inundated at school at the moment. Who else is there? Buzzy. Thank you very much for always hauling my butt into putting that link up. Cameron, how's it going, my friend? I am so chuffed. I have got all your interesting topics right open there. So today's topics are going to be brought to you from the kindness and research of Cameron. Thank you very, very much, Cameron. I really, really appreciate it. It's going to give us some really good talking topics and see how far we go through them, where we come to them. And some of them you might even have to explain to me because I don't have a TV. Last week, they had to come, their TV started making like little lines in the corner there. And they have to take it away to go and fix it. So big ass TV, suddenly no TV. It's just like withdrawal symptoms. Yeah. Let's carry on going through this line. Cameron, Debbie Murray. How's it, Debbie? Hello. How are you? You awesome person too. Our bot, our 6-star Michelin chef, always on the cook. I must say, our bot, I think the wifey made a meal this evening. A fish, cream spinach, and mash with a garlic white sauce to die for. Hendo, our favorite European South African. How are you keeping? I have something for you now, if you hold on a bit. Buzzy, Cameron, Debbie, Cameron, Cameron, Buzzy, Ina. Going through everybody. I hope I'm not missing anyone as I'm going by. I'll catch up to you all now. Orbot. Okay. Right. Especially for. Let's see if I can get that in here now. Let's see if I can get this in here for Uncle Hendo. No. Wait. Right. Here's one for you. I have two.
I wanna wish you a happy birthday. I wanna help you celebrate. I wanna wish you lots of presents. I wanna help you eat your cake. If you party in the island way, you'll be jamming all night till the light of day. Your birthday is your day to shine. Another year and you'll be looking fine. So have no worries, don't you hesitate.
Jaman,
It's
here
time
we
to
go.
party time to
Hendo,
celebrate.
you got to be feeling irie now.
Yeah.
There we go, especially for you. Happy birthday, Hendo. How are you keeping? I hope you had an absolutely awesome time and a fabulous day. And may you have an absolutely beautifully awesome year ahead of you. And yeah, just go better and better. So yeah, enjoy it. What did you say? Pushing 50, Hendo? 50 is not so bad. It's just time to check out when you're 50. No, I'm kidding. Arbot says Debbie bottled around 15 kgs of tomatoes. Yeah. Oh wow! I made Italian marinara sauce. I said to the missus today. I said, "Hey, what's with this pizza thing? Can't we make pizzas these days?" I said, we don't get the pizza base." And she's like, "Online, see pizza base." I said, "Well, what about the pizza sauce?" But apparently you get that too. So the only thing you don't get is the person to make the pizza. Now I'm going to get smacked. So, yeah, now I'm just looking up and down. Nick, how's it, Nick Miller? How are you keeping? Phenomenally fantastic young man you are. I'm trying to get back to where I was with some news. What time's your bedtime, guys? Because I'm feeling rather weak around about this time of the day. It's 8 o'clock at night when it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon there by you. So I'm like, you know what? I should be streaming from the bedside now. I should not be streaming from the office side because when I finish here, I'm far too jacked, too excited, too should I say adrenalized to actually go to sleep. So you like lie down there and it's like, oh, wonder what happened. Cameron, 3 a.m. What is your wake up time then, buddy? Wow. Yeah, White Zulu. 7 o'clock. Viva 7 o'clock. Cheers, guys. It's now 8 o'clock. I'm an hour past already. Yeah. Wind down for a bed at 10:30. What time's your wake up time if you guys are going to bed? Well, Cam, 4 a.m. I felt, geez, Hendo, 4 a.m. this morning. Well, I suppose you were still celebrating your birthday until 4 a.m. this morning. Arbot says, when I'm tired, I power down. What power naps during the day is always welcome. I know the school kids get rather aggro though when I go into a power nap, so it doesn't want to. Hendo has a bobby today. Geez, Cam, what are you running on? Thin air. If you go 3 a.m. and you wake up at 7 again. How's it, Nick? How are you keeping, buddy? Always good. Hendo finished work 2:30 a.m. Geez, like. Or but you're as bad as our friend across the road. She stays in the building across the road. She's like, yeah, I get into bed at 7, 8 o'clock at night and I'm up at 4 in the morning. I'm like, I have never ever been that angry with myself. I get up at like 6 in the morning and that's because I have to. And now I've got this like really cool duvet. I get at 5:30 and sometimes grab 40 winks at 2 p.m. Now, I try and grab 40 winks at 2 p.m. as well. It's just that the kids get a little bit difficult when you do that. They expect you to be teaching all the time, and it's like, just carry on with some work there while no, doesn't work for me. Hendo agrees with Arbot. Them power naps work. I don't know. I don't know if a power nap works for me. You know what? If I go for a nap and I wake up, I am like, I need at least another hour, please. I wake up at about 4 in the morning and I start stressing about having to wake up at 6 in the morning. It's like, oh Lord, I only have 2 hours left. And it's 15 minutes less already. Oh geez, it's 4:30. It's half an hour. I only have an hour and a half. Geez, it's 4:45. I have an hour and 45 minutes left. And 5 o'clock, I only have a bloody hour to sleep. It's only 45, half an hour. And then my sort of like take you out of deep sleep wake alarm goes off at 5:45. It's like, I can't believe it. It is 15 minutes now. I've really got to try and get some kind of sleep in here. And the next thing, it's crap, 6 o'clock. So like for 2 hours, I sort of lie stressing about having to wake up in 2 hours time. My sleep cycle needs to be reset. I need my life to be reset at the stage. What's Buzzy say? I'm awake from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Wake up at 7 a.m. Oh, geez, not sleeping. I wonder why our sleep patterns go for such a ball of dung in the process. And isn't it amazing? The longer you sleep, the more tired you seem to be. So if I get to sleep at 8 in the evening and I wake up at 6 in the morning, I am dead tired. If I go to sleep at 10:30, and I wake up at 6, I'm kind of less tired. I don't know why. And no Cambodian nap times for you in China. Yeah, I miss those Cambodian nap times, eh? After 50, the energy reserves don't last. Need to charge those batteries. Yeah, I just don't know where to charge them anymore. I'm telling you, nothing charges. I'm like, I have this... almost like I have I don't know, I'm trying to sort out, but yeah, I'm sorry if my hair is looking like something out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but as I said, I just had it cut about 2 hours ago. The guy was trying his very best to like punch it all together, and I'm like, no, yeah. Bunch of insomniacs, bunch of maniacs. That's what we are. Don't get up until someone comes in to wash and dress me, but I'm awake for most of the time. I just want to actually wake up without stress in the morning. I'm like always like worried about the day. I don't know why. The older you get, the less you sleep you need. I don't know. I have this funny feeling I need more sleep. I'm like counting down 15 years plus minus to actually retirement type of thing. And then like, am I going to be able to retire? Nigel, how's it going, Nigel? Haven't seen you in a while. You're keeping well, my friend. Always good to have awesome people joining in us. You're older, the less you sleep. I don't know. You need to be vigilant. People's are breaking in. Oh, geez, for nothing these days. Sleeps is for the dead, or if you want. Well, fortunately, I don't think I've got too much of a break-in problem unless you're prepared to scale 16 floors. And then, you know what, then you can sort of have what there is, because I don't have very much, so it's okay. Nigel, everyone's really, really happy. Hendo says I need more sleep. Hendo working till 2:30. I do believe so. Yeah, no, I'm going to do my very, very best. When I'm finished here, I have one call to do to Mum. I don't know about brother because I've been needing to phone him the whole week already. Haven't phoned him yet, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just lie down and put the phone against my ear. And yeah. Nigel's lost in the English forest again. White Zulu said I also need a lot more sleep. Yeah. No, man, good, Nigel. Right, so I was actually very fortunate. A couple of news things that were actually thrown up there and said, listen, here's a couple of topics because obviously I'm getting a little bit lost in just talking absolute nonsense. So affluent news flying around. Is this true in South Africa? Now, I know, obviously, the biggest Nigel hunting for anything. I'm not going down that road. And I actually want to wake up in my bed tomorrow. What's Nigel say? I'm told there's good snails in the forest. But yeah, no, I believe you guys are going through hell on earth with load shedding again. And I don't suppose it's very, very helpful because apparently you are freaking hot that side. I'm looking at my first cold Christmas this year ever. Because in South Africa, all our Christmases were hot. And in Cambodia, all our Christmases are hot. So it's going to be the first Christmas that there's a chill in the air. Change times of the live streams, I don't know, guys. You know, if you think an earlier time might work, you can let me know. Later, I don't think is very, very possible for me because then it actually pushes it much later. But it's also been very, very difficult because I also don't want to. I see people are needing more sleep, so I don't want to like wake you up too early or take you out of church too quickly to actually catch a live stream. So if you do have an earlier time that would be a little bit more suitable for you, then let me know. Otherwise, I've just kept it the same because this is the time. It was 7 o'clock when I was in Cambodia, and it's 8 o'clock now. Geez, 32 and rising. Good grief. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying with your load shedding. No, not a fan, not a whatever. I don't know how many people have got solar and have got what's these inverters and all these wonderful things that actually throw extra electricity. It's only the rich and shameless apparently that have that, or has it now become a standard thing with housing? There's your stove, there's your washing machine, there's your solar, whatever. Some parts of SA has no water and electricity. Oh, great. Thanks, Dylan. Thanks, my friend. My suppliers are 2 weeks behind with our consumables as can't produce thanks to load shedding. Jeez. Cameron says we're at 41 degrees. You don't dare sit on slash stove for the fear of having fried eggs. This time is a work. Let me actually put them up as I'm reading them, then you can actually see what I'm reading. This time has worked great. As always, back home from morning outings, but we can't adjust to suit you. We can. No, you know what? I'm not going to kick the hornet's nest unless I really, really have to. So it's not the end of the world. It just hitting 8 o'clock is good. Everyone's used to it. Just not 1 o'clock. Yeah, and that's what I figured. You know what? Usually you're busy in the morning. In the evening's a better time, but I think there's a whole lot of big streamers on in the evening. And yeah, I haven't gone through their sites in yonks. I'll have to need to start doing that again. And as I say, hopefully, maybe next week I should hopefully have a light on and see if I've got a green screen for the background, but it's so bad because I don't have light coming directly on as well. So let's just leave and see. Where the pooches? The pooches are busy vibrating in their bed at the moment. We got them that I showed you last week, the little tent bed thing or whatever. And of course, these guys think the end of the world's come because hell has frozen over because there is no such thing as heat in this place anymore. Even the room gets heated up for them before they go to bed in the evening as well, so that they have a warm room to go into. And oh, geez, you know what? You want to talk royalty? That's them. Okay, but I can show them to you sometime. We're busy sorting out socks for them because there's just tiles here, and yeah, their tootsies are a little cold. Okay, let's take a look at a little bit of affluent news, the ongoing. So tell me, is this true or is this just news? Yeah, problem. Big streamers go live almost at the same time. Yeah, they're all in the evening. I'm just like your afternoon peasant, you know, that before show warm up act type of thing. That's me. Yeah, no, we're busy doing socks for their paws, Dylan. We're doing socks for their paws. It's just at the moment the socks are a little bit big, so they go flying as they walk around. You want to get adopted as my pooch? Yeah, you can. Every time I put my hand into the cashew nuts and I look down, there's these four little raisin eyes looking at me. Then I've got to share cashew nuts with them as well. Then they will brave the cold tile. Uh, You've got an adjustment. Yeah, there's. I don't know if you're talking to me. Quite an adjustment, but it's a refreshing one. If you're talking about me moving, yeah, I don't know. I settle. I take long to settle in. Ina just settles. I'm like I miss Cambodia. I miss Cambodia. I want to go back to Cambodia. I want to go home. It was like South Africa. I'm like, no, Cambodia. I want to go back to Cambodia where life was simple. But in all retrospect, we have far more uh, benefits. So yeah, I mean, we've got medical aid over here. We've got a lot of leave over here. I mean, I've got 6 weeks in July, August. We've got 3 weeks in February. There's a week in October and a week in December. Where in Cambodia we only had max 3 weeks. One in August, 1 week end of December, 1 week beginning Jan. Uh, they do assistance with a lot of payments and things, housing allowance, stuff like that. So really, you know what? It's bad to complain with a full mouth, if I can put it to you that way. Nick says 11 hours without electricity. 11 hours without electricity and 1,600 for another 4 hours. That is absolutely nuts. Nuts. Yeah, no. Windgatte. Never mind stoutgatte. Yeah, flipping windgatte. That's what they are. Yeah, yeah. As I say, so there's some frustration things. Yeah, small things that maybe scratch me a bit. I mean, I've got a TV box with all the movies I want in, except I don't have the TV at the moment. But I can't go to the cinema yet because there's no Western movies on at the cinemas over here. Strange things. I mean, you've got a high-tech country and just absolutely no Western movies, things to that effect. But it is what it is. Otherwise, the place is extremely clean. We have a beautiful place to stay in. We're very, very fortunate. I've got to sit and count my blessings every day because I want to sometimes get a little bit naffy about it. But yeah, and school does put a bit of pressure on. In a first world country like China, you have to ramp up your input. No time for slacking. That is no joke, Hendo. Absolutely no joke. When you take a look at what work you used to do in school before and what you have now, it is bananas. What's Buzzy say? She has had 10 hours yesterday and still have 4 off yet today and going off at 3. It's mad. They say you have to live in the moment as well. I don't think I'll retire yet, but I think we will spend a good couple of years here just building up because it has the opportunity at least to be able to build up something to retire somewhere. South Africa would be very nice. Currently, it's not on the books because it's just not possible at all, just from a financial point of view. And then, of course, safety and security point of view. I mean, we wouldn't be able to put head above water. So we'll stay where we are, use the benefits that we have, save up what we can, put everything together. And if we are fortunate, South Africa would be a good option in 10, 15 years' time, 15, 20 years' time, depending on if we are saved and if we are not too old. But then the next option, if South Africa is not there, it would be to retire back in Cambodia again, which is just a simple, everyday, easy way of life. Yeah, China is different. It is different, but it's high tech. You can definitely see what a first world country is when you actually get to China. Everything works. It works now, not yesterday, not the day before. It works now. The schools are high tech. The buildings are high tech. Everything. I mean, I have not. Dare I say, since my first month in August until now, I have not touched cash. Mad, but yeah. Our shopping, when we do our monthly shopping, we sit on the couch and do it. Yeah, no EFF running around China, no potholes. No, and I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually still, as soon as I can get my driver's license sorted out in South Africa, I want to come back. Yeah, you can actually get it changed over for a year over here, and then you can actually write it, but you can actually rent a car, yeah, pretty cheaply, and then all your maintenance and that is included in it. And I'm going to take a look at that because I can definitely see me. Look, the roads are intricate, obviously, because there's a lot of off here and on there, and etc. etc. But they are navigatable and they are clean and they're well marked, and you don't. They've separated scooters from the roads, and that so you actually have cars on the road, scooters on their own lanes in the side, literally. So you don't have scooters dodging in front of you, etc. etc. You've got heavy traffic, but it flows. So I do feel a lot easier in driving on these roads. And no, I don't expect to hit a speed bump, a pothole somewhere along the line. That's the 15 without. That is 15 hours. 15 hours, Cameron. Hectic, man. No, so yeah, you know what? I think everything has its pros and cons, and somewhere along the line, you've got to be grateful for what you actually have. It's bad to, as I said once again, complain with a full mouth as such. And we definitely are very blessed in that sense. Hashtag. I know that's a hashtag, but I just still believe we are. Next year going to be mental elections in SA, UK, and USA. Brace yourself. Yeah, I'm actually keeping an eye on the news. I am very interested for SA. Vietnam, yeah, it's a nice place. Yes, Nigel, I have looked at Vietnam as well. I have been there too. Vietnam, not as front up as China, but I do believe it's a good balance between a Cambodia and a China. I don't know if you actually make or get what you do in China in Vietnam. Vietnam itself, though, the roads and that are still like just crushed with scooters. If you thought there was a lot of scooters in China, in Cambodia, you should hit Vietnam, and then you'll see what scooters in a road is. It's still, yeah, to a certain extent. I don't want to say primitive, but it definitely, you know what? As I said to you, China is first world. You're definitely in it over here. Vietnam would probably tie up with the Thailand because Thailand is also similar to Cambodia, except it's more technologically advanced. But yeah, Vietnam is also an option. It's a nice place. Yes, it is. Yes, it is a nice place. And I think the income is definitely better than Cambodia over there. I have people who've moved. I know friends who've moved from uh, Cambodia to Vietnam as well. Not many people have RAs or pensions. No, so a lot of us will be working until our graves greet us. That is my problem as well, Debbie, and that's why I say I think over here we have an opportunity because we don't have anything behind us, so we have an opportunity to somehow try and dig something in for ourselves so that maybe one day somehow somewhere we are able to breathe a little breath of fresh air. You know, at least if I'm on the pavement selling pencils, I can go and buy a bread to eat while I sell them in South Africa. I don't know. So no, I don't have. Yeah, I've either got to drop dead right now or never stop working. Oh, great! You would fit in stunningly in China. Don't scan because you would scan through everything. Yeah, everything is scanned. And if you have certain bank account things sorted out, your face is just fine. I know there's a couple of vending machines that all you do is you touch a couple of buttons, you look at the camera, scans your face, pays you, and there you go. Hope I don't have any doppelgangers running around anyway. Uh, yeah, voting time. I didn't actually think of that. When is that big voting? Because I was looking at coming through in possibly February. When is now that you mention it, Debbie, I was looking at February as well. Busy hoping that elections make a difference. Show you China, dude. I have literally been so busy that I haven't really been out very much at all. I've been downstairs to a hairdresser, etc., etc. As soon as I actually do go somewhere, I will try and show you a little bit of it. When we do drive around, I must actually remember to actually pull my phone out. I just like hate the phone so much that I don't touch it unless I have to. But yeah, but if I do get a car, we can actually hit a dash cam on there and go through. You will see the roads are immaculately clean, beautiful roads, etc. And that's why I say I can see myself driving there. Hanoi, beautiful in Vietnam. I haven't been to Hanoi, just been to Ho Chi Minh. Uh, but yeah, Vietnam is scooter nation. As I say, I thought Cambodia was scooter mad until I actually hit Vietnam, and I thought, what the hell? Dashcam Takealot 270. It's probably half the price on Taobao. Yeah. Thanks. We'll have a look, Cameron. Here we go. Then we got DA councillor, but she's not winning because of entitled hate waters and municipality. Well, talking about municipalities, I was looking somewhere. Was it the news or something like that, where they said, you know what? A good couple of years back, it was like 100 or 400,000 that municipalities were spending on consultants, and now it's in the billions. I mean, who are they employing? What are they employing if they cannot pay their own people to do work, and they've got to like almost pay? That's why they can't pay their electricity bills. That's why they can't run their municipalities, because they're employing people that are incompetent, and then they're having to employ consultants to actually do the work of the incompetence so they can freeload on the municipalities, and the people are paying for it, and they're not getting their services taken care of. I live in hope of winning the lotto. Well, Debbie, remember me when you win. I'll pay half your ticket. Elections in May. Okay, so that's fine. I'll hoping to get there in Feb. Nick, I agree with you. I do not want. I have facial recognition for my building. I have facial recognition for school. I do not have it on my bank accounts at the moment. So, which is fairly. I'm not wanting facial recognition on there. I really don't want somebody trying to remove my face to actually get access to my bank account. But then again, crime over here is basically zero. But no, fraud and things like that, I'm South African. I don't trust either. Although our facial recognition, so when we come into our complex at the bottom, the gate, all the gates around here have got our faces. So when you walk towards the gate, the camera picks up your face, the gate opens for you. At school, when you clock in or clock out at any of the reception areas, you just look into a little camera and it scans in your face and says, how's it? And we have a thing it's like WhatsApp and Telegram. It's called Ding Talk here. If you are in the school property or vicinity of the school's network still, and say you run to the gate to check out and you don't want to run back into the school to the reception to check out, you can pick up your phone, you go into your Ding Talk and you go to attendance, and you can actually just scan your face on your phone and clock out of school there like that as well. It's absolutely quite mad, the technology that runs around. But yeah, Nick, I agree with you. Facial recognition, not. Buzzy, yeah, Chris Pappas has made some. They've got him for running for something with the DA there in Natal as well. He seems to have done a good job there. Let's see, what's Debbie say? The series Person of Interest back in 2013 was all on facial recognition. Excellent series. Well, I'll see if I can actually get hold of that. With all the benefits, that's a promise. You'll see the signs. It sounds absolutely good. All I want is a little icy Betty Sear. Consultants are parasites, as they just state the obvious that the companies it is, but unfortunately, the people that we employ don't seem to know the obvious, so they need to employ people to state the obvious, but they pay them exuberant amounts to do that, and they pay the people who can't do that because these are the people that are employed. So you're paying more than double. A lot of the law firms have the same facial recognition for employees. Their places are like vaults to get into. Well, everything, as I say, at school, I have just a neck card with my face and that on it. And I can run around the school, and as long as I'm within the school limits of network, I can just hit print on my laptop anywhere in the school that I am, in the class, wherever. And on every single floor and every single wing, there are massive printers which print A4, A3, color, non-color, etc., etc. And I just slap my card onto there and hit print, and it prints out whatever I've wanted. I can be at any printer. In the morning, sometimes I run in and I'm at the little coffee shop at the reception, and then I just open up the laptop and hit print there, and I just pick my prints up there. Sometimes I'm running in late, so then I run to class and I just hit print there and I pick it up in the passage. So it's crazy the way everything is just joined. And yeah, you can run in at all the different. We've got about 5 different receptions. You can run in at them, scan yourself in, and if you can't make it to a reception area, you flip your phone open and actually scan yourself out on your phone. There we go. Thanks, Buzzy. Chris Puppers has been put forward as the candidate for the DA Premier of KwaZulu-Natal. 11 likes. Well, that's 6 more than last week. Last week we had a bit of I was like, I wonder if I really need to keep this going. Chris Puppers is a legend. But let's get through to a couple of points now. Now I've already done half an hour of just yakking, but I do love yakking with you guys. You're absolutely amazing people to yak with. Is this a problem? Something that affluential news. And I must say thank you very much to Cam, who has actually meticulously taken the time to put through some topics of discussion for us. And it says, the ongoing heat wave is causing an increase in snakes and rat sightings. According to experts, the extreme heat is driving these creatures to seek shelter in residential areas, making them more visible to people. Snake catcher Eduardo Nimont has already caught approximately 750 snakes this season and expects the number to surpass last year's record. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I'm not in South Africa, because the heat has driven snakes. I can probably do with seeing a rat. We'll employ him in the kitchen and have him make pasta and noodles and things like that. But how many of you have got or have seen or have found that this form of wildlife is actually sticking its filthy little head up there? That is an absolute... That's enough to make me move from the 16th to the 18th floor. And facial recognition won't work in SA. I was at a braai last Saturday. Oh, shame. No, I'm not blaming any of you guys. As I said, I was also just waffling. I think that's why Cam was decided, listen, we've got to put something together for you to say, because you're just mumbling away there. Well, last time I actually had a problem with the mic. I don't know what the problem is, because I've plugged the mic in. It seems to be working this week, so I have no idea. Also, I've got to work on to play Diablo 4. Which I wasn't able to, but I got a router with a VPN in it, which seems to make things better than actually running the VPN on the computer, as well as trying to run what I'm running on the computer and having it in the router, and it just runs everything open, which is a little bit better as such for me. It seems to be working on the computer better as well. Can you imagine we all be hitting the glass like dead birds? And facial recognition won't be it. But anyway, let's get back to this snake and rats issue, guys. What do you think of that? That the heat wave in South Africa is creating a lot more reptiles and rat tiles to move into suburban areas. Does that increase the value of your property or not if you have pets? Just wondering, how many of you have actually come across these pets in your place? I would, if heaven help me, if I see a snake, I will crap so badly that I think I will rip something in my rectum area. It will just not be funny. I have, as old as what I am, needles and snakes just don't go with me. They just don't pair with me. And it's probably because snakes have fangs for needles. It's enough to absolutely... Yeah. I just think of it, and then I sort of get a hollow section on my stomach, and I want to just rat myself. And then former Lando's Pirates soccer captain Papi Kumani and his mother Rita Kumani passed away in a car accident while en route to a funeral in Newcastle. And he died at age 48, retired from the profession. Excuse me, but I'm out of something to drink here. Wonder if my wife's watching. Just a thought, though. From professional football in 2007, his career with the Soweto Giants, he made 150 appearances for the team. The club extended its condolences, praised Poppy's impact on players. And it's amazing. Who's the rugby player who passed away as well? He just also passed away this week. Was I think it's one of the 95. Hannes Stradom also died in a car accident. Pretty sad. So yeah, that's two people, and Hannes was one of the 95 World Cup winners. How's my language skills coming? I can always like to talk the taal lekker, man. I can come back to South Africa and teach people how to be African in Africa. Okay. I actually mentioned snakes and rats, and everyone stopped commenting. That's all. The comments either have frozen, I have frozen, or something's gone wrong, because I don't see a single comment after I spoke about rats and snakes coming out in the heat. So I don't know if we've frozen or something like that. I don't know if my wife is getting my secret subtle messages of I'm out of something to drink. But yeah. So we can go over to the next one. The most popular. What do you guys think of Black Friday while we're about it? Black Friday, is that a absolute ruse these days, or has it actually helped anyone? I have seen people because and it's one of the things that is on this little news clip over here, Black Friday. The most popular item purchased by South African consumers on Black Friday apparently is, guess what? Tell you later. See if you can guess. Put a comment in the comment box because I can't see it going there. What? Test. Okay, thank you, Arbot. Test came through now. That was like 5 minutes of zero comments. And Debbie says Nigel says to Debbie, "There's an idea." Hitting the glass like dead birds. It went through to the Wi-Fi as well. Thank you very much, Matanch. Got some iced latte. Black Friday scam, total ruse. I know my prices, and I'm black belt. I'm a black belt shopper. They clickbait you into buying. Braitongs over mittens are the answers for Slonger. Dude, a good set, a pair of A6 tackies that can actually make you do the 100 meters in under 9 seconds. That is the answer for Slonger. White Zulu, you've got it correct. I didn't know that. I was this year's old when I found out that the most popular item purchased. Sorry, I'm sitting sideways now. Let me try and move me into the picture a bit. The most popular item purchased by South African consumers on Black Friday is air fryers. I ask you, with all the technology and all the gadgets and crap that we have, we go for bloody air fryers. There we go. Black Friday, load of cock. We have in Lavina, such a sweet. She is. She came running in there with exactly what I was needing. All I need to do is smash this over the keyboards and everything, and then I'm going to. Yeah, no, without her, I'd never be able to settle properly. Yeah, Buzzy, air fryers. Can you believe air fryers? With everything, Pick and Pay reports that air fryers have been consistent bestseller for the past 7 years. What's it with South Africans and air fryers? SA Heat, just fry the eggs on the cob. Exactly. Just get yourself a piece of slasto, chuck it outside, and fry your eggs. What do you want to have an air fryer for? I mean, it's the biggest dust collector I've ever seen in people. Who uses air fryers? What's Cam saying? Let me get this mouse up here, then I can hoy your sayings up there as well. Cam says, it's to be healthy. That's why I want to get an air fryer. You know what? I think an air fryer is like a treadmill, is like an exercise bicycle. You buy it, and for the first 2-3 weeks, you use it, and then you pop it in the garage, and there it stays. Arbot says, just a tip, if you get an air fryer, buy the biggest on the shelf. Apparently so, yeah, because you can get some nice little ones, etc., etc., and then you try and do a meal, and then it's like, The only good thing in SA Heat now is a braai daily. Yeah, I think they're sort of like braaiing on ice as well these days. You don't need to light a braai anymore. I think you just put a piece of slasto in that like half barrel of yours, and then you can put your steaks on there. But an air fryer. So all you need to do is make a promise of a Black Friday air fryer. Nick says, no mambas and boomslange, yeah, White Zulu. I don't know. I don't trust anywhere that has a hole in it. That's why we could have got a ground floor and we could have got 16 floors up, and we went 16 floors up because there's no ways I even want to find a mosquito. Never mind all the other creepy crawlies. Cameron says, I will use it. Well, I have many friends, even in Cambodia, who also went on this air fryer craze. And I have a friend, who's actually bought 2 air fryers because, as Arbot pointed out, he has a family of 4, and the first one he actually realized is too small, so he had to actually get a bigger air fryer. We haven't actually tried it out, and my wife and I are like, isn't this thing like a microwave? You know what? You buy it, and all you do is use it to heat something now and again, and it's the biggest like space waster under the sun. Yeah, we use our little oven. We Angeli bought us a little, when she came to visit us, she bought us a little what's the name oven? Countertop oven. So everyone's saying air fryer is a good idea. I don't know why this here is not going to go right. He tried to cut it into like a, what would you call it, a Beckham style thing. So air fryer is a genuine thing that everybody wants. They've got this like, halogen oven since 2003 works exactly the same as an air fryer. No, we don't have any funny oven. It's just like a normal on top oven. It's just, I figured an air fryer is like a craze, like a microwave, because I know everyone says much, much healthier. So I don't know. What's Hendo say? Cameron says Dutch oven. Listen, the EFF's coming for you, bro. You can't call it Dutch oven anymore. You got here, you found it here. It's not a Dutch oven. And air fryers, some mood, slop chop, op die braai, and we ain't posh. Apparently, air fryers on. I don't know what is an expensive air fryer these days, and what is the going price, and what is Black Friday's price on air fryers? Because apparently Black Friday is this farce where they have a $4.99 range for something, $4.99, and then on Black Friday at $7.99, now $4.99, save 200 rand, 300 rand, or something like that. What's what Zulu say? You must be right in the city, as both boomslang, mambas and booms. Ek, poof, my too. Just to give you, my parents are vegetarians, so cooking is a challenge. People say air fryers, and talking about vegetarian. Now I'm off air fryers at the moment. But we have a friend from India, and she works at the same school, and she stays 2 floors below us. She makes vegetarian food because she's vegetarian. I kid you not. There are some of her meals that I would pass up a meat meal for. and eat that. They are some of the most amazing meals that she cooks. Buzzy says air fryers have replaced conventional. There we go. Air fryers have replaced conventional cooking method. It cooks better, no oil. So, Buzz, would you be of the opinion that we should actually look at investing in an air fryer around here? Price for one air fryer? Let's see. Air fryer 850, but it's also too small. At 22, $5,000. That's a good TV. I didn't see much. Black Friday, so god, we all broke. No, I'm dubious to. We promised that we would not buy stuff to clutter up this place. So we like minimalistic here, that being posh or snobbish or whatever. So we're trying not to buy stuff that we're not going to use that are going to. And yes, in Cambodia, there were a lot of people who did air fryers, but I did not believe that air fryers would outsell PlayStations and computers and laptops and gadgets and tablets and iPads and goodness knows whatever, earphones, etc., etc., etc. For a air fryer. And how do you cook vegetables in an air fryer? Isn't it looking like a liquidizer with a ceramic sides on it, and then you just put the stuff in a basket, and then it's like a microwave, and then when you finish, take it out, and it's done. I don't know. Cash Crusaders is going to be inundated with an. That's no joke. January, you do your Christmas shopping in January, towards the end of January, at Cash Crusaders. Years ago, where's Nigel go? Remember, years ago, maybe late 70s, early 80s, there was a slot on the news when SA was experiencing the same as today. They promptly fried 2 eggs. And yep, there we go. That's what I said. Slastows. I don't know if everybody knows what slastow is. Those flat stones. Cooks anything. Put a pot on there. Indians can make very good vegetarian dishes. Been doing it for generations. Phenomenal. I kid you not. It's probably one of my favorite foods is Indian food. Number one. And the lady 2 floors down, a friend of ours, she works at the school with me as well. And she makes vegetarian dishes, but oh my word, absolutely phenomenal. Cam says, I wanted to get an evaporator cooler, though, 2,999 from China Mall. Something I actually want to do is actually talking about evaporator. I want to get like an air freshener. No, it's not the air freshener, air purifier. Price for air fryers, between $500 and $30. 500 pounds and £30. It's not bad. 30 pounds is almost a pack of cigarettes in the UK these days. You don't have Game or Macro. Geez, I heard people complaining about Black Friday sales for Game or Macro, where I think they had PS5s for 5,999 or something like that, but it was like only a few, and they were waited till 12 o'clock when online, and then servers were crashing and everything. And one guy said they actually got it into his basket. The one guy said he'd got it into his basket to be able to check out, and then the server crashed. And the other guy got it into his basket, but it took so long to get checked out that suddenly it got removed because it was like now out of stock. And apparently F&B had a deal as well for a PS5 for 5,999. So yeah, is it clickbait or is it true? Does anybody know of anyone who got a Game or a F&B 5,999 PS5? It's Debbie says, I'm so old-fashioned, still make the white sauce on the stove. I'm so old-fashioned, I still let my wife make the white sauce on the stove. Going to get clapped for that one. But yeah. Christmas shopping in January at Cash Convert. Of course, bro. Of course. That's where you get the bargains. And it's all next to new. What's Nick say? Bullfighter and wrinkles on the outskirts. Fiona, it helps if you maintain your garden. Having peacocks also. That's why I don't want a garden. My garden must be paved. It just invites wildlife. Debbie, Fiona says, in the figure of eight stirring method, of course. So, bless my wife, she made the most fantastic supper this evening. Like, as I said, a fish, cream spinach, and mashed potato with like a garlic white sauce on it and everything. The mashed potato, we don't have a masher, so she uses the strainer to mash these potatoes, and she does such a brilliant job with them too. So, I mean, well, who needs an air fryer and who needs a masher when you've got a strainer? Homing now. Always want an evaporator for ANC EFF politics. Oh, go, Hendo, go. I don't do console games. My right thumb doesn't work well. Cam, I don't know about my thumbs and that, but my thumb doesn't work with my brain so great. So if I can't use a keyboard and mouse, I don't use it. I have not had. I mean, people have had PS1s, PS2s, PS3s, PS4s, PS5s, Xbox 360, Xbox One. I have never owned a console. I've never owned a console. I cannot. I tried in Cambodia. Actually, my friend, old DVD, convinced me, get a controller. I used it for all of 15 minutes and then gave it to him and said, he has a great present for you. Thank you very, very much. So no, I am not a console gamer. Although I have, in the last couple of weeks, was wondering if they still have the Wii around. You know, the where you can play tennis and you can do bowling and golf and things like that. That I thought was quite enchanting. But then again, I'm wondering if it's something that I'll use for the first 3 weeks, and next thing it ends up in a room, probably the computer room. We're watching out for bruising in the next week's episode. Bruising? Who got bruised? I don't know. I've lost you there for a second. Bruising. This is from the missus, probably, yeah. Bruising from a... When I suddenly tell you I can't stream, my head's not too good. You know why? I did domestic science for matric, as I can't do simple arithmetic. I used a roux and a microwave, and once the came out. With the cost of electricity, the air fryer cooks things differently. Does the air fryer not use more electricity or also use a lot of electricity? Because it does, to a certain extent, if I'm not mistaken, use an element. So I don't think the air fryer is actually electrically or electricity friendly as such. Nigel, stop talking about snakes. You got me like not sleeping tonight, bro. And I just told people I need sleep. I've been cooking for 2 weeks because my mom is still in Cape Town. She'll be back on. Oh, nice, man. I hope she's enjoying it there. It's with your brother, if I'm not mistaken, in Cape Town. That's very, very nice. Cape Town's a nice place. Loved Cape Town. I have not even... no, me neither. I had computer games from when I was out of school. And that's why I still play it. I still have that thing about, you know what, when I grow up, I'll do this. I just haven't grown up yet. 16-bit Nintendo. I remember I had friends who had them. My friend, Contra. Wii, yes, the Wii. We were junk. I don't know if they still have them. Do they still have Wiis out there in the market or not? We used to sell them when I worked for Incredible Connection. They sold something phenomenal, especially that Wii Sports stuff. Tried making pop on a Kodak stove. Yellow, it was charcoal. Cam says, "What's I've lost you." Many people smashed their TVs throwing the controller at the TV screen by accident while using the Wii. Yeah, that was probably one. That is the one thing that worked for the Wii. I don't think any other controller game or something worked for it, but the Wii Sports, the actual interaction. I mean, PlayStation even tried to bring out the PlayStation Move, I think, on the PS3 or something like that, and it just could not compete with the Wii. The Wii just taped it. Nick failed home economics, says Endo. A modded Wii is cool. I That's all. I actually just felt maybe that kind of what's the name? I could get going. Yeah, I could get a little bit of exercise. I don't know. Oh, gee, load shedding. Oh, and it is an hour is up, and I haven't even got through all the news. But I want to thank you, Cameron, because there's a lot of stuff that I could have actually chatted about. Just happened that I was just babbling on about absolute bull again, as usual. I do apologize if I have bored you or actually put you into your afternoon power naps. What's Buzzy say? Just had a pasta salad with cucumber, celery, and onion and a bit of mayo. Lovely and cold. Yeah, I suppose that's what you have on these hot days that you're absolutely cooking. For mocking, not cooking, and saying that why have you, for mocking and cooking and saying that why you have a wife, so in case you get a stitch. You won't see bruises. I probably won't be able to go to school this week, and next week will be off from streaming. The last time I was sick was what, week before last, when I didn't stream. I was in bed already. I was down. Arbot says, I have my Nintendo GameCube. Crumbs. Did that thing hardly sold? You got a GameCube. A Wii U. Good grief. Yeah, you know what? I wish there was a store here that I can go into to buy these things. Everything here is done online. Although I must say there is a big place in town. Need to go and visit it again, but I don't want to because I know those are the places that I spend money, and I think my wife is quietly saying thank you that he doesn't go there because he always comes back with something. Debbie says, we was fun, enjoyed bowling. Yeah, bowling was so stiff the next day. It's amazing how much exercise you do on that. We sold more TVs than any salesperson ever. Thanks, Cam. Hendo, if only I knew then. Yeah, buy or keep safe, take care. Yeah, I'm going to be locking out as well. We don't mind that you chat about those with just some ideas. No, no, no. I just really liked it because it actually gave me just. I went through it all, and I'm going like, wow, you know what? This is something that we can actually talk about. Get your juices running, and then got stuck on the Black Friday sale of air fryers. So we got going with air fryers, and so obviously air fryer seems the way to go. Yeah, last week in November, made sparkle for you. You guys must take care as well. Have an absolutely, absolutely awesome week, guys. I just don't know how to thank you for absolutely just making the week every week as well. It's absolutely, absolutely stunning. You are wonderful people. I love the chats. Yeah, sometimes we don't. Well, most times I don't actually find a thread to go with, but we're actually just talking and talking and talking. And we were talking about your load shedding, the Black Fridays, the Wii's, the consoles, the um, sometimes memory lane works really, really well. The air fryers were a big hit this evening, so I think the missus is going to be twisting my arm rather hard when I finish this stream because I know she has been hinting for an air fryer, and after all your support for an air fryer, I think I'm going to be fried for having to get one after payday. So hopefully they're not too expensive over here. You can see me telling you how well we've done with our air fryer and what she has done in the air fryer and how we have saved on cooking oil and increased the electricity bill. I don't know. Whatever you do, however your week turns out, don't forget to count your blessings, be good, look after yourself, and if you can't be good, be kind. Take care. Cheers.